Hi there and welcome. In this video I'd like to very quickly go over the new updates and features that are available in ENCY 1.0.4, which has just recently been released. Firstly, I'd like to cover the new features that are available in the impeller machining operation. Specifically under parameters, we now have radial stock and axial stock that are separately definable and can be defined with both positive and negative values to cover any of those weird edge cases that occasionally crop up. Secondly, I would like to go over in job assignment, we now have our new auxiliary geometry icons have been changed around a little bit to be slightly more visible against a dark background. Because generally we found that people were complaining they could get a little bit lost in the background, so we've changed that around now, so they're now pleasantly more visible and a lot more accessible. I'd also like to bring to your attention the fact that we've now changed around and improved some of the job assignment features using the swarf operation. It's under the 5D cutting settings, and in the job assignment settings you can now define the swarf path by using two curves, specifically the first curve and the second curve, and then setting a sync line to go between them, which gives greater control over the final swarf operation. We've also made a few changes to the non-planar slicing operations as well, and also the rest of our additive operations, in that we've now included a minimum layer time setting as well as a lift head option as well. So the minimum layer time specifies the minimum time required to print a single layer, which guarantees a certain level of control and consistency throughout your prints. Lift head also allows the extruder itself to retract by a certain amount of distance, as well as the filament pressure feed as well. This comes at the very last point of the layer and then returns to the same point to continue printing. We also have a host of other minor improvements. A scroll bar has been added to the Visual Machine Properties window for more convenient handling of equipment configurations containing up to 15 or more parameters. We've improved the performance of the machining report feature. We've also added support for SCARA robot kinematics. In ENCY Tuner, the flag for new operations is now set on the first G53 command before the tool is called. And we've also updated several of the smart hints for different operations. Moving on to MachineMaker, we've now added support for the ABB IRB 5510/12 robots, which features specific kinematics for the fifth axis. Positioners in cells in MachineMaker can now be enabled or disabled in ENCY Robot on the Setup tab. We've also enabled the use of special characters in robot names, and users can explicitly name tool nodes, which makes things a lot simpler when it comes to debugging post-processors. And finally, but by no means least, we have now got the ENCY Clouds app available on the Apple App Store, which uses a seamless sign-up and authorization using the Apple ID, and is completely cross-platform through Android as well as iOS, as well as through web browsers as well. To access ENCY Clouds and share your project, it's a simple matter of clicking on the share icon to initiate collaboration throughout your project as well. We've also made a few improvements to this as well. We can now paste images in the browser. It's also possible to open projects with ENCY through the browser as well. And we have integrated 3D model previewing in both the mobile app and the browser option, which enables the preview of large 3D model files. In addition to all of these updates and extra features, we have introduced a plethora of bug fixes, addressing known issues as well as freshly discovered ones as well, ensuring a more stable and seamless user experience. The 1.0.4 update is available to all users with active annual support contracts, and for more details about this update or to explore how ENCY software can streamline your programming processes, please visit our website at encycam.com or contact our support team. Thank you. Goodbye.